Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ken Doug. Welcome back. Next live video. Today we're doing week number 2 picks video with today's second co-host as usual, Max.
What's going on, everybody? It's the sports expert Max here, and I am here with Ken Dog Sports as we are about to make our week 2 NFL picks. So, Kenny, how did you pick this past week?
I went 13-2. No, 13-3. I meant
13-3.
I got the Kansas City game wrong, the Dolphins game wrong, and the greatest game of the week, the Ravens versus Bills.
Okay, so in my picks, I went 12-4. I got 4 wrong. I got the Dolphins game wrong. I got the Browns game wrong. I got the Ravens game wrong, and I also I can't remember what else I got wrong.
But you got 4 wrong.
I did get 4 wrong, yes. Oh yeah, the Jets game too.
Ooh. But yeah, as we're recording it, the Tigers just scored a home run. Kerry Carpenter scored a home run.
Yeah, everyone's winning in the playoff race except Cleveland tonight. We're done, I fear. Oh well.
Yeah.
We're on to football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be want to get the hockey season by now.
Yeah.
By how you guys looked at the past week.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's start it. We have Thursday Night Football where we have the Washington Commanders head to Lambeau Field, play the Green Bay Packers on a short week. This is going to be a great game. I think this is might be a game of the week.
I agree. It should be one of the better games of the week. You got Jaden Daniels leading the Commanders, and you got Jordan Love leading the Packers. You got two teams that can, frustrate the quarterback. So we'll see.
But yeah, I think this might be one of the better games of the week because as I look at it, there was like 3 or 4 good games this week. But who knows? We did not know. We knew the Ravens games would be good, but we didn't know this the Vikings versus Bears games would be good as well.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be a Bears romping, and then J.J. McCarthy just stormed out of nowhere in the fourth quarter to lead the Vikings to a 27-17 win.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I pick in the Green Bay Packers because I'm biased, but I think I think the Packers are the better team out of this. Micah Parsons did not play as much, but he was very effective versus the Lions this past week.
All right, yeah. Micah Parsons had some, highlight reel plays in his limited time versus Detroit. Green Bay did a great job limiting that new look Detroit offense. I think it's going to take some time for the Lions to get going on offense to gel without Ben Johnson. So the Packers were able to take advantage of that. So I do worry if maybe that's the main reason why the Packers look good. And then you have the Commanders, and they looked really good on against the Giants defensively. The only worry I have about them is didn't feel like they moved the ball down the field consistently, and they wasted some chances of scoring points. But my pick in here, I'm going to pick the home team. I'm going to pick the Green Bay Packers to get it done. I think they find a way. I just have more faith in them at home, especially, and I think Jordan Love will have a better game than Jaden Daniels.
Usually Thursday Night Football favors the home team.
Yeah.
Besides Thanksgiving, that's always different.
I know.
But also that is not considered a Thursday game. It's considered a normal Sunday slate usually.
Yeah.
Okay, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars heading up north to Ohio, play the Cincinnati Bengals. This should be a somewhat of a good game.
This could be interesting. You have Trevor Lawrence versus Joe Burrow. They were back-to-back number 1 overall picks in 2020 and 2021, and they'll now be facing off in Cincinnati.
But yeah, I think this should be a good game. I'm thinking Jaguars did look pretty good versus the Panthers, but that is just the Panthers. And Cincinnati beat the Cleveland Browns. It doesn't mean anything, but it means something.
Mm-hmm. Division rival.
But yeah, I'm picking. I kind of have to, but I'm picking the Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay. Any reasoning?
Because it's at home. They're favored. And that's pretty much it because I think they are pretty solid at home, and Joe Burrow looks pretty good so far.
Well, the Bengals offense did really struggle in the second half versus the Browns.
Oh
I
yeah, I
do,
forgot about
I
that.
do, I do worry about that. The Jaguars, on the other hand, they look really good against the Panthers, but again, it's the Panthers. My pick in this game, maybe a little bit of bias, but I'm going to pick the Bengals. You know why I have some bias for this? Because I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. We have the Jaguars' first round pick this year. We need them to lose some games. Come on, Cincinnati, let's go.
Yay!
Yeah.
But yeah, now we have the New York Giants heading to Dallas play the Cowboys. Cowboys' first home game of the year, and the Giants. It's. I don't know about Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Russell Wilson looked pretty rough there in Washington, and he just doesn't seem like the same guy we've been accustomed to seeing throughout his career.
Ruffle Wilson, get it? Ruffle.
Oh.
But yeah, I'll let you decide to pick first.
Okay. The Dallas Cowboys, I am worried about one thing. Not Trayvon Diggs, but his his co-corner, Deron Bland, he's hurt, and he's probably going to be out a couple of weeks due to a foot injury. So I wonder if that definitely hurts. That's going to hurt their secondary for sure. Especially with a team that has limited pass rush. The Giants, their offense looks pretty anemic, despite having a couple guys maybe step up in Tyrone Tracy and Malik Neighbors.
I love Tyrone Tracy from last year. He was a
Yeah.
fantasy beast from last year.
Mm-hmm. But I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys in this one. The New York Giants look pretty bad, and I just don't think I'm not a Brian Dable guy at all. I think he's going to be fired sooner rather than later. I'm giving you Dallas.
I agree with you 100% what you're trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas did not look good versus the Eagles, but the Cowboys limit to the Eagles. What was the final score last Thursday?
It was 24-20.
I'm just saying, if the game did not get rained out in the middle of the half, I think the game would have been a high-scoring game.
Oh, what's that? Sorry.
I think the Eagles going to be high-scoring.
Yeah, they got a dang good offense. They got a lot of talent.
And I think having the second halftime might have not been good for the Eagles by scoring.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles looked just so bad the second half. The second half. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
But the Cowboys did look pretty good in the second half. It's kind of weird saying that. It was basically second half.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm picking the Cowboys. The Giants did not look good. They need to work on a lot of stuff. Malik Neighbors, Tyrone Tracy, the guy from Arizona State. They have the pieces, but can they put it together?
Well, they don't have the quarterback. They have Jackson Dart, but he may not be ready yet.
That's what I'm trying to say. They have the pieces, but do they have the quarterback? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They have all the pieces to become a good team.
Yeah.
The defense is actually not bad either. But yeah, now you have the Chicago Bears heading to Detroit, play the Detroit Lions. Both teams 0-1 after week 1. That's something surprising to think about that.
Yeah, the Lions, they just didn't look good against the Packers, and the Bears kind of choked away in the second half against the Vikings. They looked really anemic.
But yeah, the Bears, I think the Bears have a chance to win this game. Ben Johnson knows pretty much his offense, but does Dan Campbell know Ben Johnson's as a head coach offense? Who knows?
Well, I don't think he's changed too much with his offense yet, considering he's just beginning.
But yeah, I'm thinking Detroit Lions will have a comeback win and beat the Bears.
I'm going to agree with you on that one. That's a pretty simple pick for me. I think Ben Johnson's going to need some time to, become the head coach he wants to be. You kind of saw it at the end of that game, not kicking that ball out of bounds. And then, just not great management. So,
Tesla looked really. Tesla made that great garbage time touchdown.
Yeah, he did, and they'll probably play him more next week.
But yeah, now we have the Los Angeles Rams heading to Tennessee play the Titans. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not
This
really.
might be your eliminator game of the week.
Maybe. I mean, it
I
is a
said
road
might.
game. It is a road game, but again, the Rams, their defense is dang good. They got a dang good defense. Titans, though, on the other hand, their defense isn't half bad either. It's just, can they get it right on offense? Offensive line looked rough. The receiving cores might be the worst in football for the Titans. The Rams, though, they didn't look great on offense. Stafford didn't look amazing. And, there are concerns about him and his back, whether he's going to be able to look healthy throughout the remainder of the season for 17, 18 weeks.
But they do have Jimmy G if they need to.
Nah, I'm not a Jimmy G guy.
I know. I'm just saying.
He's a smeller.
I know. They also have Stetson Bennett, the 5-year college quarterback.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Rams, I think they're the better team of this slate. But the Titans, they do have a bad wide receiving crew. But they do have a good, what's his face, they got from Kansas City last year?
L'Jarius Sneed.
Sneed is not bad.
He's not bad.
But I'm picking Rams.
Yeah, I'm going with Rams too. This wasn't too difficult of a pick for me. Brian Callahan and Sean McVay is such a massive difference in coaching.
But I think Brian Callahan might be on the hot seat.
As he should be.
But if they beat the Rams on Sunday, I think Brian Callahan might got a momentum win.
Yeah.
That could save his job for at least one more week. Okay, we have the New England Patriots heading down to Miami to play the Dolphins. These two teams went 0-1. One game was a lot better. One game was a lot worse.
Yeah, the Dolphins look terrible versus the Colts. Just an inexcusable performance by Mike McDaniel and Tua Tagovailoa. The Patriots didn't look awful, but they didn't look very pleasant either. Drake May played okay, and the defense looked fine, but that offense just couldn't get anything together. It's just they just don't have many weapons at all.
But yeah, if I think about this, the Patriots are looking really good as a team.
Yeah,
the Dolphins do not look good.
No.
I'm saying this. I'm picking the Patriots because I love their team way better than what I saw against the Dolphins.
Okay. Yeah, this is a division rival game. This could go either way. But the vibes around Miami are just pretty poor right now. It's just hard to trust them at all. I'm going to go with New England on the road as well. And they're, I think, a slight underdog on the road. I'm going to take them as well.
And Mike McDaniel, it's on the hot seat. He should be fired in the next few weeks.
I thought he should have been fired after last year. He's just not a good leader. He's just not the type of guy that nobody's going to run through a wall for Mike McDaniel. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, now we have might be the shit bowl. Sorry about my language there, but it is.
It is.
Now we have the San Francisco 49ers heading down to New Orleans, play the Saints. This game is something.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be Mac Jones versus Spencer Rattler. Woohoo!
Hey, at least the game's not at 4:25.
Yeah, I guess.
Am I wrong?
No, you get it out of the way.
At least it's not like America's Game of the Week. It's like, I'm happy this game's at 1 o'clock compared to like a 4 o'clock game.
Yeah.
If it was in San Francisco, it would have been a 4:05 game.
Yeah. America's Game of the Week. Mac Jones versus Spencer Rattler.
That would have been a fun week one.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had to say it, George Kittle's out. The New Orleans Saints did not look good. I'm picking the 49ers because Mac Jones has proved to become a better backup than whatever New Orleans have, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers as well. I think they just have a little more depth overall. The Saints, their makeup is just not ideal right now, and there's going to be a lot of growing pains with Kellen Moore there. They're going to be one of the worst teams, and I just don't have any faith in Spencer Rattler right now.
Hey, the good news, they got rid of what's his face, Jake Moody.
Jake Moody, yeah, he was pretty bad. Eddie Pinheiro, they signed. Guess who doesn't have a new kicker? The Cleveland Browns.
They should call up Jake Moody.
No,
Why not?
because he's terrible, bro. He went 24 for 34 last year.
Is there a possibility that he gets picked up,
I don't know, maybe.
or
Hope
his
it's not-
days are done?
I don't think he's done, but he's gonna have to prove himself though if he wants to get back on a football field.
Oh wow, we have a 2 Monday night games this week. I was wondering why there's not many 1:00 games this week.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have the Buffalo Bills heading to their in-state but not in-state rivals, the Jets. Jets. I think the Jets did not look that bad versus the Steelers, but Aaron Rodgers played amazing against them.
Yeah, he did. Kenny Erickson was a shambles.
I was not in shambles. While I'm saying that, I think the Buffalo Bills have the better chance to beating the Jets. But Buffalo Bills had this phenomenal comeback against the Ravens. And that game might be game of the year.
It was a great game.
I've missed that game. I was playing Madden while that game was happening. I was like, the game was over. That was not.
No.
But yeah, I'm picking the Buffalo Bills because I don't think they're going to do like what they did last week.
Okay, well, the Bills, they are looking like the best team right now in the AFC. They look really good. They got Josh Allen. Hard to pick against them. But I'm a big Jets guy this year, Kenny. You know I'm a big Jets guy. You know what? I'm going to say they get that upset at home. I honestly thought they looked really good against the Steelers. I mean, there's some hope there with Justin Fields. In the Bills, they might be riding so high after that comeback, they kind of just forget that they actually have a game this week. It's like they forgot they had a game, and everything just goes off the rails. And the Jets kind of take advantage of that. Aaron Glenn gets his guys ready, the leader he is, and they win.
Hey, I'm not complaining this upset. I'm just saying, like,
there's going to be a couple upsets this week. It's only week.
I know.
Then it's going to be one of them for me.
Okay. I'm not hating on this pick.
Okay.
Now we have the Seattle Seahawks heading to Pittsburgh, play the Steelers. DK Metcalf played against his old team. But also DK Metcalf did not do nothing this past week.
DK Metcalf.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aaron Rodgers looked phenomenal. Might be back to his old self.
If he is, then the Steelers might be dangerous.
And also, a lot of whatever Aaron Rodgers had to deal with in New York was so bad.
I know, it was pretty rough, and he has no respect for them at all.
And I 100% agree with him.
Yeah, that's fair.
I kind of have to agree with him because it was bad for Aaron Rodgers. And I think he's finally around a great staff with Mike Tomlin as a head coach. Is like he's a great head coach. But I'm thinking the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to beat the Seattle Seahawks because Aaron Rodgers looks like he's back.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Steelers as well. The Seahawks are a poorly coached team. Steelers will be ready. I just think starting 2-0, especially at home, is ideal. And if it comes down to like a kick or two, you got to trust Chris Boswell.
Now we have the Cleveland Browns heading to Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore, after choking in the fourth quarter, versus the Browns. It's the Browns. Yay. Joe Flacco gets playing against his old team.
Yeah. The Browns, they look really good defensively versus the Bengals. And then the Ravens, they look really good offensively versus the Bills. So this will be an interesting one. The Ravens are going to try to run the ball as much as possible. They're going to try to win with that. The Browns, what they're going to do? They're going to try to win with the pass, considering the Ravens' pass defense was poor last year and it looks pretty poor this year. Their solution was a damaged goods Jair Alexander, pretty much. So
I don't care. They can have him.
Yeah, he got burnt a bunch of times. I want to look
I'm
at his
happy that he's gone, man.
I want to look at his PFF grade from Sunday. I want to see what they're saying.
I'm just happy he's gone.
So Kenny, out of 113 corners that played week 1, Jair Alexander graded 112.
Wow.
Yeah, I just don't think he's the same player anymore, man.
I don't care.
Kenny
It's
does
their
not.
funeral.
Kenny does not give a damn.
Am I wrong?
No, it's like we don't give a damn about the whole state of Michigan.
Hey, let's pick the Ravens. It's the Browns.
Yeah, I'm picking the Ravens too.
Even as a Browns fan.
Yeah.
Now we have the Denver Broncos heading to Indianapolis play Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. Great guy.
The Broncos, they looked not great versus the Titans week 1. I thought they'd romp that game, but it was close until the end. They just did not look very good. Bo Nix struggled. Defense was fine, but it just felt like a lot was off. I mean, maybe it's only a week 1 thing, but they just felt out of sorts, not connected. And then the Colts, they looked awesome, absolutely awesome at home versus the Dolphins. We'll see if they can keep that momentum up.
But I'm going with I might be going with the upset. But I want to hear what you're thinking.
Okay. The Broncos have a great defense. The Colts have the chance to have a good defense. I don't know if it's going to happen. I know Lunar was a good pickup, so maybe there's something there. But yeah, I am going to pick the Denver Broncos on the road in this one. I think they bounce back. I know they won, but I think it's kind of a bounce back considering how poor they looked versus Tennessee, and they look much better in this game. And Daniel Jones, he's had performances like this in his career, but he's never been consistent, Kenny. And
you're wrong, right. But
and the Dolphins, they might have the worst defense in football. They have no talent in their secondary outside of Minkah Fitzpatrick. And then, I mean, it's just a bunch of preseason guys. And then you got the Broncos. They got studs everywhere. I'm going to take the Broncos.
You know what? I'm going with Broncos. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have the Carolina Panthers heading to Arizona, play the Arizona Cardinals. This should be an interesting game.
It's a division rival game. It could be interesting. The Panthers did not look good versus the Jaguars. The Cardinals look fine versus the Saints, but they didn't play great. They could, but the thing is, the Cardinals could have won that game by like 20, but they just didn't. They had a couple chances, but they.
It's not 11 Tigers.
Oh, but yeah.
But yeah, the Cardinals are great. They're a great team.
They're a great team.
They're not great, but they're great.
What's that even mean?
I don't know. I was making words together.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. But I'm picking the Cardinals. This should be a great game.
Yeah.
Over the Panthers.
I'm picking the Cardinals too. I want the Panthers to be good. There's a lot of players on that team I like, but it's just rough right now. I can't pick them. Going with the Cardinals. The St. Louis Cardinals. Just kidding.
That's Amir's favorite team.
It is.
He's in shambles.
Yeah.
Now we have the Philadelphia Eagles heading to Kansas City play the Taylor Swift Chiefs, where Taylor Swift will be in house for the game.
Yeah.
You hear it here first.
Yeah. The Eagles Chiefs. This should be a good matchup. Chiefs could start 0-2. The Eagles aren't going to be an easy threat to them.
This is also the Super Bowl rematch.
It is a Super Bowl rematch
for the last 2 out of 3 years.
But I am going to say one thing. I'm going to make my pick right now, Kenny. Okay, I'm picking Kansas City Chiefs to win. I don't think they're going to start 0-2. I think Andy Reid cooks up a really good game plan. And the one thing that really hurt the Chiefs last year was that pass rush. Their offensive line could not withstand the Eagles at all last year. But the Eagles' pass rush did not look very impressive versus the Cowboys.
But they didn't have what's-his-face playing.
Who?
The spit guy.
Jalen Carter. I know. But it just feels like their edge presence just wasn't there.
That's fair.
Inconsistent. And they had a few penalties too. I'm going to trust the Chiefs on this one.
That's fair. But the spit guy was not playing last week.
I know.
But you know what? I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs as well. Because I can't see them going 0-2. Has there ever won 0-2? Has any team won 0-2 and made the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Has there?
I don't know. Probably.
But if the Kansas City Chiefs go 0-2, they're in trouble out in the get-go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs. Now our Sunday night football game, we have the Atlanta Falcons heading up to Minnesota Vikings. Played J.J. McCarthy, comeback king.
Yeah, J.J. McCarthy, the TTN man.
He always wins.
He sucks.
He does not suck. How is that a strike?
Okay, so the Falcons and Vikings. Falcons narrowly lost because they have Young Waku, who was one of the best kickers in football. Now he's one of the worst all of a sudden in these last 2 years. So they lost in that. And then the Vikings, they made that comeback win versus the Bears we talked about earlier in the video.
Do you think they could put? Do you have an idea? Would they put Kirk Cousins in the game?
I don't think so.
He spends his whole team.
I know.
It would be good storyline, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm picking the Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy is not bad at all. It's also, hey, Max, this is also the national championship rematch.
Yeah, it is. That's probably why it's Sunday night. That's probably why it's Sunday night.
Michael Penix was a Washington Husky versus the Michigan Wolverine, J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, against J.J. McCarthy. But
you hate J.J.
Oh, he went to Michigan. I mean, what do you want me to say? But yeah, I'm picking the Vikings in this one too. They're just a better team. Their pass rush will be ferocious, and the Falcons don't have a great offensive line either.
I'll probably be watching it, but I'll probably be playing some video games that night. But
why not watch? Why not? Can you do both?
I can, but it's not fun. Oh well. Now we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading to Houston, play the Texans on Monday Night Football at 7 o'clock. Why the 7 o'clock? There's 2 games on Monday. Okay. Maxwell?
I'm a big Bucs guy this year, and they looked okay against the Falcons. They didn't look amazingly impressive, but I really liked what Emeka Egbuka did in his debut.
Oh, I love that. I love Emeka Egbuka so far.
A Michigan fan saying he loves an Ohio State player. It's a miracle. I just hope you're not biased towards the Vikings this year, a division rival, because of the Michigan quarterback.
I said nothing.
I know, but you picked them each of the first 2 weeks, so we'll see.
But also, that was the Falcons and the what's it called?
And the Bears, the Bears.
Who's the Falcon? Who's the Vikings playing next week?
I have no idea. But the Buccaneers, the Texans, on the other hand, that defense is scary. Scary. They have the potential to have the best defensive football this year. It's that scary. The Texans. But that offense, I'm worried about that offensive line. Why would you trade Laramie Tunsil? I don't care what you got back for him. Like, what is your reasoning for that, really? When you have a young quarterback. It just doesn't make sense to me. Man. No.
But yeah, I'm picking Tampa Bay because I feel like they're the better team out of this.
I agree. I'm picking Tampa Bay. I have them getting the 1 seed in the NFC this year. I just think they're better. I like Baker Mayfield. He's my MVP. So Baker Denise. Let's go. Sorry
about that. I was trying to press Tampa Bay. Press what's it called?
Yeah.
Did I lose my picks?
Hope not.
I'll fix it later. I lost them. I know who I picked anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm picking Tampa Bay to win. Now let's go to Sunday Night Football. Not Sunday Night Football. Thursday night.
Sunday night.
Monday Night Football at 10 o'clock at night where everyone should be going to sleep, but nobody's going to go to sleep. Yay. Where the Los Angeles Chargers heading to Las Vegas. Huh?
A 10 o'clock game on a Monday night is crazy.
Heading to Las Vegas Raiders.
Raider Nation.
Chargers had a huge win in Brazil where they played really well. They might be in the best football I've seen as a team.
Justin Herbert played great because he bagged Madison Beer.
And Las Vegas Raiders played really well versus the Patriots.
It was a Pete Carroll coaching masterclass.
But what I'm gonna say, I'm picking the Chargers to win.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one. This was a tough one for me to pick, but I am going to pick the Chargers as well. You know, Justin Herbert just looks good. He might be
my picks are back.
MVP type season. We'll see. But
and the amount of points in this game, I'm picking
rushing attack too.
I'm going with 43.
I'm going with 41.
But yeah, let's go over my picks. Packers over Commanders, Bengals over Jaguars, Cowboys over Giants, Lions over Bears, Rams over Titans, Patriots over Dolphins, 49ers over Saints, Bills over Jets, Steelers over Seahawks, Ravens over Browns, Broncos over Colts, Cardinals over Panthers, Chiefs over Eagles, Vikings over Falcons, Buccaneers over Texans, and Chargers over Raiders. But yeah, how do you think How do you think this week of football is gonna be like?
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. We'll see what happens. I think we had the same picks, except I had the Jets.
Okay. Let's find out tomorrow. Let's find out by next Wednesday. Let's see what happens. And also next week, me and Max are gonna have a special episode versus Packers versus Browns rematch game.
Yeah, the Cleveland Browns. That's gonna be the Packers Super Bowl though, beating the Browns.
No, we'll do a little video about that. A little video talking about it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell. On my way to 800. But yeah, thank you everyone. I'm hoping to get to 800 by the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's a good goal.
It is.
I did stream a football game, but nobody showed up. But I still was live. I wanted Tom Grossi to raid, but you know, it happens. Maybe Tom Grossi thinks I was a bot. Oh well. But yeah. Any last words, Max?
Not from me. All I can say is hopefully my picks win this week.
I'm hoping for 16-0.
Yeah, same here.
But yeah,
well, I'm going to go 16-0. Kenny's going to go 15-1.
No. Go Packers, go Lakers, go Tigers, go Ravens, go Pistons. But yeah, be yourself, don't be others. Love you guys. Later. Peace.